This is about Tommy killing Holly, but we, as the audience, empathize with Tommy. Why? Hi, I'm Shannon E. Johnson, the CEO of The Professional Pen, where we develop screenwriters from idea to pitch. Need help with your screenplay? www.theprofessionalpen.com. Okay, I'm rewatching Power. Let's talk about it. And I'm going to say this every single time I come on here to talk about it, because the first few seasons of Power are just as good, just as powerful as The Sopranos. It should be nominated, if not award-winning, period. Tommy is acting his ass off. Let's just put that out there. But anytime Black TV shows are violent, it leans stereotypical. And anytime Italians participate in the same violence, it's somehow high concept. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is about Tommy killing Holly, but we, as the audience, empathize with Tommy. Why? He killed her, honey. Not in cold blood, because there was no blood. Spoiler alert. He chokes her to death. He asphyxiates her. But yet still, hey, Whitney, yet and still, we empathize with him. Why? Okay, here's why. One, he's our guy, right? He is the person that we are invested in, right? He's not the protagonist of the show. James St. Patrick is. But he and James are like this, which is why we are invested in Tommy. With that being said, we are also invested in his relationship with Ghost. They have given us enough information, backstory, to know that these two guys have been together since they were kids, and that James has always had Tommy's back, and Tommy has always had his back. I say this about guys. I think almost every guy has a boyfriend. And I don't mean that sexually, but I mean that in a way where they are really invested in each other, really love each other, would do anything for each other, and sometimes choose each other over their women. Sometimes actually get upset when they can't spend time with each other. Sometimes get jealous of the woman in their lives, right? And so that's what's happening with Tommy and Ghost. There is no romantic love between them, but their brotherly love, their fraternal love is strong, and we feel it, right? So Holly, who, when I first meet her, I think she's okay, right? I think she's pretty cool because she's not your typical girl. She's not written like somebody who's stupid just because she's a waitress, but then she quickly gets on all of our nerves, right? One of the things that she does that makes us not trust her is that she steals from Tasha. Tasha, too, is our person. Holly is a newcomer. So when she comes in and steals from Tasha, we're already doing this, giving her the side eye, right? Also, when she tells Tommy that he needs to pick between her and Ghost, we already know is good on her. Like, he good on her. He's not going to choose you over Ghost, even though at that moment he and Ghost are actually, they have fallen out, right? They're not talking to each other. Ghost is trying to go all the way legal with the club, and Tommy is going to take over the drug business. And Holly, who's trying to be Tasha, is trying to get Tommy to kill Ghost because the head drug guy said that he'll give him all the drugs so that he can sell them if he does so. But of course, Tommy can't do it because that's his boy. And then Holly decides to do it behind his back. Now, we have already seen that Tommy is crazy. Tommy ain't got no sense. He and Holly have a toxic relationship. Okay? They fight each other. They yell at each other. They lie to each other. They got all kind of crazy things going on. So in the moment when he's choking her, this time around when I watched it, I don't remember what I felt the first time, but this time around when I watched it, I know, like, I'm so invested in Tommy this time around. I know he's not trying to kill her. He's trying to shut her up. He's mad at her because he doesn't want to have to choose between the two of them. But if she gonna make him, he gonna choose. And I can see in his hurt, in his eyes, in his pain, that he didn't want to kill that girl. And when he does, and he's sitting there in that ball looking like a baby when his homeboy walks in, that was also very touching, because now we're watching, I got you. I got you. I'm going to take you through this. I'm going to carry you through this. I'm your brother. I got you. You saw that love. There were no questions asked. He knew who to call. And he was there for him, not just physically, but emotionally. Okay, they have a great emotional connection. Anyway, Tommy didn't know that Holly was pregnant. And when he finds out, you see it again, how devastated he is, how guilty he feels. So instead of me thinking like, yeah, well, Holly and your baby dead, poor them, I'm thinking, poor Tommy, he has to live with this. He has to live with what he did. That's how you make bad guys good. Tommy and Ghost are bad guys, but we are rooting for them. And even though he killed his woman, his pregnant woman, he didn't know she was pregnant, we are still empathizing with him. I'm looking at Tasha like, girl, why did you tell him she was pregnant? Now he's not going to be okay. He's not going to be okay. And I don't want him to go to jail for it either. So anyway, if you are trying to write bad guys we love, check out Power, at least seasons 1 through 3. When I get to season 4, I'll come back and let you know if that's one of the seasons you should watch as well. I don't remember how many seasons there were. So all I know is the last couple, they kind of go off track. They kind of lose themselves. But at least the first 3 seasons are good. We'll see what happens with season 4 when I get there this time around. Okay, happy writing.
The professional pen. The professional